இந்தியா ரேடியோ சென்னை வானொலி நிலையம் அரங்கிசையில் CS அனுரூப் அவர்களின் வயலினிசை கேட்டுக்கொண்டிருக்கிறீர்கள். கே ஜெயராமன் அவர்கள் மிருதங்கம். இனி மனசு ஸ்வாதீன ராகம்.
Sacred sites are places on the planet that human beings feel very, very special about. And so then what you want to do is ask, well, why do people feel special about those places? And if you begin asking that question and you look around the world and you look throughout time, you will see people, hear people saying that they felt something at a place. There was a power of place. Somehow that power affected them in such a way that there were extraordinary and even miraculous experiences that people had. And so what is this? Well, there are certain places on the planet that have this power for a variety of reasons. And then people come and they build these structures, whether they're stone rings or temples or mosques or shrines or churches or cathedrals or whatever. They build these places, and very often they're oriented to different celestial movements on the horizon. And they're built with something called sacred geometry. And so people would build these big cathedrals, and they were sort of like resonant sound chambers. It's like being inside of a great guitar. And so then there's the third thing that happens at these places is human intention. The devotion of the people that built it, the devotion of the people that come, all the ceremonies that have happened. So these three things together, the power of the earth, the power of the structures humans set up, and the power of human love, they come together to create a field, a density of holiness that sort of surrounds and saturates these places. They create this field, and that's what a sacred site is. It's a place that is imbued with sanctity by human beings over the course of a long, long period of time.
And for you, what is this sacred site?
Well, to me, this thing that I did today was sort of an expression of my understanding of and love for what's so-called megalithic astronomy in the megalithic era of, let's say, of Europe. Let's say, I even think it goes back to 4500 BC, but let's say 4000 BC to 2000 BC. There was the erection of stone rings, and they had two functions. One of the functions is their astronomical observation devices used to use horizon astronomy to watch the passage in the night sky, in the day sky, of the sun, the moon, and the stars. And then people were able to discern, understand certain days in those celestial cycles with the sun, like the solstices and the equinoxes, and the stone rings were set up to do horizon astronomy. You look over a stone at the horizon, and you watch, oh, a celestial body is rising there and there and there over the course of the yearly cycle, and then you remember when it comes here, the constellations look a certain way, and the power points have a certain energy. So one of the things I've done is, this is in sort of homage to the megalithic era. Then it's just beautiful. It's just art to me. It's just fun. It's a lot of fun. I love it up here. And people oftentimes say, well, why do you do this, and why do you go to these places? And for me, what it's done is it's this teaching, this wondrous inspiration to get up in the morning and put goodness and beauty into the world. Don't hurt anything. Don't hurt anything, and get up in the morning and put goodness and beauty in the world. Whatever that means to you. If it's do art, if it's do business, if it's write, if it's be a school mom, and if it's to manage a chain of 7-Elevens, whatever it is, put goodness and beauty into the world. Put goodness and beauty into the world. You'll be happy, and it makes the world a nicer place. I had these two death experiences when I was in the hospital, and both times I was brought back by this golden rope. And both times the same thing was said to me, that the reason I was coming back is the love of my friends around the world. The love of my friends around the world was pulling me back. And the work I came here to do, but I hadn't yet finished, hadn't yet done. Both times, once on like the 5th day and once on the 9th or the 10th day, I died in the hospital, and I was going somewhere out of the body, gone through a cave into this realm, beginning to go into this realm of light, and this golden rope pulled me back. And I wondered about why, and it said, you're coming back because of the love of your friends around the world and this work you came here to do that you haven't done, haven't finished, haven't completed.
Thank you.